Hi folks, and welcome back to Black Raven Racing. Today we're back in Gran Turismo 3, where we're currently on race 3 out of 5 in the Yaris Cup in the Professional League. We won the first 2 races. This race we're at the test course, so I've changed the tyres to super hard tyres front and back, and I've changed the gear ratios to give us hopefully our maximum top speed, which means we will accelerate slower, but hopefully we'll have a top speed to match these guys, or better them. They're definitely getting away from me at the moment. But now I'm reeling them in. And we'll go sailing past. I'm actually not sure if I've got much more speed than this though. Could do with just braking the toe on the cars behind me, which I might be about to do. It does look from the map as if I'm still pulling ahead of them. So I think that gear ratio change may have helped. Or it may be that we just have a little bit more power than them. Or it's distributed differently anyway. And we are pulling well ahead now. And yeah, it doesn't look like the car's got any more than this, so I'm not going to get up to 6th gear. So changing the gear ratio is probably not required in the end. But that's all good. I'm expecting the tyres will last the full race without any difficulty here. So we'll put the rest of this race on fast forward and we'll come back to normal time if something strange happens or something of note. Otherwise I'll see you at the end of the race. Go. After 8 and a bit untroubled laps, we catch up to the entire field and overtake them in one go. And here we are, crossing the finish line for a very comfortable win. My tyres didn't even warm up. They didn't even get to green. But we comfortably took that one. We're about 20 seconds a lap faster. We lapped everybody. And so we take a third win in the series, putting us 14 points clear with 2 to go. Pretty happy with that. That was quite straightforward in the end. So let's move on to race number 4. Alright, so for this one I better change my settings back to what they were like before, so I'll just go and do that now. Alright, so for this one I've actually installed the Stage 2 turbo upgrade, because this one is at special stage route 11 and I'm going to need that extra power to try to stay ahead of these guys, I think. So let's see how we get on here. I've shortened the gear ratios a bit as well, so hopefully that will give us the acceleration to keep up with them. Good close driving to start off with. Oh, got myself out of position there. That's left me a good bit behind already. Cautious around here the first time round. I'm just not sure exactly where I can brake, where I can accelerate. But we're not dropping any further behind at the moment. Oops. A bit too much going through that corner. Tyre's not quite warm enough, but either way I don't think I'll quite have the grip for it. Bit untidy. Hopefully after a couple of laps I'll dial it in a little bit more. Ooh, clip off the wall there. I thought it was clean through. Now hopefully on the straight here is where we're going to make up some ground on them. Might just catch up with them by the time we get to the end of the straight. Try to slot in between them. Oh, gets me on the brakes there again. Don't think I've quite got the grip to go through at the same speed as them. Still, as long as we can keep in touch, because they will probably need to go in for new tyres at some point. Myself up alongside again. Don't want to make any crazy moves at the moment. Put myself in trouble. Four seconds behind. I might get up alongside here. Just squeezed through. Took a little clip at me as I went past. But hopefully I can stay in front of him now. He's still got more grip around these corners. was trying to get the cup back on him, but the tyres just do not have enough grip to do that. Hang it around the outside, but again, he's just got too much speed through the corners. But we'll get him on the straight. Well, pretty solid lap, I think. Try to do a little bit better through here this time. Ugh, not a lot. Good enough though. Held on 5th place without the other guy getting in the back of us. Oh, turned way too early there. Yeah, here he comes. Should be able to get away from him again. Ooh, a lot of slide there. Oh no, into the wall. Did not need that. Back underneath. Not quite. We're having a good tussle with him. Oh, yeah, kind of pushed myself in front of him there. Now I'm way out of position, but defensive through the corner. This time we get through without touching anything. Just occasionally losing it in some of these corners. See what happens as the grip starts to deteriorate on their cars. It might start to give us an advantage with our tyres being pretty fresh still. Not sure exactly when they might pit. 4.5 seconds behind at the moment. I'm not really losing touch, which is good. Front tyres are a little more worn than I would like for 4 laps. I think they will last to the end of the race. It might be pretty bad by the time we finish though. Because obviously we're going no stop strategy again here. Better through there this time. We're picking up quite a lot of time on leaders now. It's been about a second this lap so far. Oh, a little bit deep, but we've managed to stay ahead of the gold one. Pushed me out of the way. Could have been a little bit faster through there, I think. Oh! Oh, he hit the chicane, and then I didn't get out of the way fast enough. But we managed to get past, so we're in 4th. Nobody going into pits yet, so we're going to be halfway through the race before any stops happen. Move up into 3rd. good solid laps coming in here. Just a case of picking our moment now. I think we've got the beating of these guys. Braking than expected from there. I am going to take that place. Gave him an opportunity to get ahead, but he didn't take it. Oh, followed the red car into the wall. Oh, this is going to be a risky place to try and move. Hold back a little bit. He's going to block me out here. Get through on the inside maybe. Get power down. No, he's managed to beat me to the punch there. Maybe this time. Here we go. Okay, we're in the lead. Halfway through the race. I do wonder, they're starting to drop behind now. Maybe their tyres are gone. And yes, into the pits. All of them? Looks kind of like it. Still struggling with my angles through that section. Front tyres are starting to look a little worn. A hint of orange. They'll be fine for a couple of laps yet, I think. The last couple of laps might be quite dodgy. Oh, it's a big lead we've got now. 5 seconds. That's a lot of time they're going to have to claw back on their fresh tyres. Come on. So they're unlikely to pit again. Taking 5 laps to get their first stop. So I have to stay ahead of them. Pulled back a second at that time. Need to be a little bit cautious just to avoid smacking the wall on some of these ones. Oh, we're opening up that lead again. We are reasonably quick through the end section of the lap. First half is definitely the worst half. Back out to 25 seconds. So if we can hold that for another couple of laps, then I think we'll be in a position where they won't be able to catch us, even if our performance drops significantly. There's definitely bits of the track that they're a lot faster than me on. I heard them there for a second, which was confusing, but they're in a totally different part of the track that just happens to be close to that chicane. So the gap there was down to under 24 seconds. But it's not coming down quickly. They're only going to have probably another 2 laps of decent tyres, and then they're going to be back in the position they were in halfway through the race, and I'll just be heading about the same point then. Back tyres holding up really well, probably didn't need them to be medium hards. But I could have done with slightly harder front tyres, so super hards probably was the way to go for them. That leads back out to almost 25 seconds. Well, apart from a couple of dodgy moments on the first lap, it's actually been pretty good so far. Struggling a little bit with some of the corners now, those tyres starting to hurt. Okay, 2 laps to go. This is where the cornering is going to start to fall apart, I think. Or at the very least my speed is going to get a lot slower. Pretty good through there though, getting the measure of that a little bit more. Over 25 seconds of the gap now, so they've never really managed to close it. Best they managed was down to about 23.5. Although, it might come down quite a bit over the final lap. So I'm going to have to creep around some of these corners. back down to that 23.5. Will it continue to drop though is the question. Definitely getting slower through these corners. Ooh, 3 seconds slower on that lap than the previous one. Lost grip almost completely in that front right tyre. So this is going to be a slow lap. But just need to take it nice and easy. I've had races here where I've ended up caught on one of the curbs and spun out. So I definitely want to avoid that with such a commanding lead. Can afford to go a bit slower. As soon as I put my foot down, the car just heads for the outside of the corner. To 18.5 seconds now, so they've taken 5 or 6 seconds off me so far in this lap. But just a couple of corners to go. Should be nice and safe. Front tyres are just completely bald at this point. Extended that lead again out to 19.5. We are a lot faster through this final section. And we come across the line for another win. Much needed. I don't think I could have managed that without the turbo. Good stuff. Get another 10 points, and that puts us 21 points clear with only 10 points available, so we have won the championship. And now we'll move on to race number 5. Alright, so for this race I'm going to remove that stage 2 turbo because I think it was making us a bit too powerful there. So I'll go and do that now, and then we'll get to racing at Grand Valley Speedway. Alright, so we're back down to 230 horsepower, and we've got super hard tyres on the front, medium tyres on the back. We're going to go for a no-stop strategy again, and see how we get on. Power levels should be pretty similar. They might have a little edge on me, but should be quite competitive racing. Oops. Oh man, they brake very early. Didn't do any damage though. kept that a bit fine going into the tunnel. Well, we're more or less keeping up with them at the moment. Our tyres are still pretty cold. Coming through to the end of the first lap, still in touch with them. And we are 3 seconds behind. Too early on the gas there. Yeah. Almost hit that one again coming around that corner. Far too quick on the turn in. We're out 3.5 seconds now. Oops. Oh no. Just about stayed on there. Caught on the curb a little bit. Back to 3 seconds, so we're a little bit faster through the midsection of the track. I think anything that involves a lot of braking, as usual, is quite beneficial to us. Lap 2, and we are 3 seconds behind. Consistent. Oh, stay off the grass. Back under 3 seconds. We were pretty good through there, I think. We can take this flat out, which is really good. Tyres are properly heated up now. Starting to see them slow down a little bit, I think. Or maybe I'm starting to get the hang of the track a little bit more. get up alongside them this time. We're under 2 seconds behind the leader. But don't quite have enough pull up the hill. But we're back in the hunt. I'm kind of expecting them to go into the pits as well at some point, so we'll see if that makes a difference. Drift out wide a little bit. Almost overdid that. Managed to get ahead of him. Oh, no space for you. Oh well, maybe there is. Behind me. Just managed to keep him behind. Come around on the inside of him. Slowly working our way up through the pack. To get past him there, up into third. Oh, he was right in my line there. Had to hold off a bit. Power down early. He's going into the pits. To pull back because he was not going to let me go. He was going to push me into the pits with him. And they've all gone into the pits. So this is where we get to build up a bit of a gap. Lap 5 the tyres are holding up really well. No problem getting the full race out of them. Quite do this corner at full tilt. 22 seconds clear at the moment. Oh no. Oh, there we go, without them to follow. Push it far too hard round that corner. Probably got another 2 or 3 good laps left in these tyres before the performance starts dropping off. That was one of our fastest laps. Got a bit lazy through that corner. Nice and smooth. This car really is a joy to drive. Significantly lower power than we've been running in the last few races, so I would expect it to be a lot easier to drive, but it does just take the corners so nicely. And despite this being a track that I'm not great on, we've actually done really well against them so far. Can't see them coming back. But it is entirely possible chance that they will need 2 pit stops as well, because they've not even started catching up with me yet. And that was our fastest lap of the race. Oops, oh, pushing it a little bit too hard, trying for a faster lap. Extending that lead now up to 24 seconds. So I'm not quite sure what's happened to them on that pit stop, but they are no longer able to keep up with me. I think their tyres must still be good enough. Over 25 seconds now. And considering this isn't a fully upgraded Yaris, pretty happy with this. 3 laps remaining. That last lap was even faster than the previous one. See if we can make this one a little bit tidier. a little bit of grip now, though. Through that section. Oh, that curb definitely unsettled us there. Oh no, oh, grip has gone there. Pushed it way beyond the limits. So maybe that last lap was our best one. Nice through that final corner, though that will have saved us a bit of time. We're out to 27.5 seconds. Still at 2:11, that was good. And yes, they're back in the pits again. So that absolutely guarantees the win, though I think we were already there, to be honest. Almost. No, I just cannot get around that corner at the speed I want to. And the final corner on the penultimate lap. We're now at 52 seconds clear. Outrageous. The tyres are still pretty good. Another 2:11. I can't imagine we'll get our fastest lap on the final lap, but I will give it a go. Just about got enough grip to do this. This time I managed to get power out of the corner, managed to slow down enough. Well, I've thrown everything I can at this last lap. Let's see if we can get under 2 minutes and 11. I'm not sure it's going to quite be enough though. Little untidy through the final corner. We'll rip it along to the finish line. 2:11. Pretty good though, consistent lap times, very happy with that. And another win. An absolutely thumping win. Alright, so that gives us a perfect score, 50 points. We'll pick up our prize money. And now we'll pick up our prize money for the tournament. And then we'll see what bonus car we get. Alright, let's see what we've got. There's a couple of good ones. There's also a Yaris in there, but we have... oh, nice. We get a Supra. Very cool. Alright, well that will do us for today. Another championship successfully completed. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see some more, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.